Hi guys, so this read is for those who are recognizing that they're in a twin flame dynamic, and for those who resonate with currently being in the divine feminine energies. Now these reads are not designed to give false hope or to keep anybody stuck in what is potentially quite a toxic situation, okay? So please approach this read as you would any other tarot read, and please use your own discernment, okay? It's really, really important. Again, this is not to keep anybody stuck. It's simply just to help the divine feminines make better sense of the energies that are currently around them at this time, in the hope that they can more easily navigate their way through their current situation. Okay, right, so I'll get started into your read then. Strongest energies, please, currently around divine feminine at this time. Strongest energies, please. Divine feminine. Okay, so your first card out, Knight of Cups. Before I go any further, any zodiacs that I mention in this read, you could be this zodiac, or you could be dealing with somebody who is one of these zodiacs. All right, so again, if it's resonating for you, fantastic. Pick up the bits that do resonate for you, but as always, leave behind anything that doesn't fit your story. Okay, right, so Knight of Cups, Piscean energies. This is someone who is very emotionally balanced. It's that expressing emotions in a very healthy way. It's also a romantic invitation. This is your current energies. So this is basically, I'm seeing this as you being very, very receptive at this time. We've got the Magician energies. That's Mercury. So you could be dealing with Virgo or Gemini, or you might have that in your chart. Okay, it's a card about manifesting, communication, and using your intelligence as well. So yeah, this is you currently being careful about what you say and who you're saying it to at this time. You're being very, very careful about your communication. We got Temperance, Sagittarian, the card of balance and patience, the card of compromise, the card of a receptive environment. So again, this, you are absolutely sitting in your power at the moment, divine feminines, like completely. Everything about your energies right now is all about you being receptive. You're open to communicate, you're open to receive communication. You're ready to be honest as well, and again, everything about this particular energies right now is screaming out to me stability. It's like you have never felt more sure about yourself until right now. You're very, very balanced, you're very patient, you're discovering your purpose as well. You are definitely being divinely guided with the Temperance energies here, and more recently you've been feeling that as well, because you've been sort of finding your meaning. You've been very receptive to the signs and synchronicities that have been around you. The Temperance is all about cooperation, balance and harmony. It's also about time being a healer. So you're feeling that now enough time has passed that that you're ready for whatever's going to come next. Basically, it's a really, really lovely energies that you're currently in. It's really, really nice. I am going to clarify the Knight of Cups though before I go any further, because I'm feeling that actually this is your divine counterpart is also feeling ready to speak up. But I am going to clarify that for you. This is Knight of Cups, please. So Knight of Cups here, please, for Divine Feminine. Thank you. Right, so we've got the Page of Swords that's come out in reverse. We've got the Emperor as Aries energy and the Seven of Swords as Aquarian. Right. So, yeah, it is. I mean, you got your divine counterpart here, the Emperor card, and I'm smiling because Divine Feminines, you also did show up in the Divine Masculine read as well, and now they have shown up in your read. So yeah, you are still very much intertwined with each other's energies. The connection is still very much there. Although for the most part, this has been playing out sort of energetically rather than in the physical form. This is definitely indicating, exactly as I said when I saw the Knight of Cups, that your divine counterpart is now feeling more ready to communicate towards you about their feelings, because remember, the Emperor, the Divine Masculine, they're not comfortable with emotions, right? When it comes down to business and getting things done, they can do that no bother, and they're really, really efficient at it as well. But when it comes down to matters of the heart, it's a completely different ball game, and they feel so utterly out of their comfort zone. And it's this that has been placing a huge block on this particular connection. Now, with the Page of Swords coming out in reverse, this is indicating that your divine counterpart, yes, they have been watching you here with the Page of Swords, right? They've been trying to learn more about you. They've been trying to figure out what makes you tick. Okay, that's why they've been watching from a distance. With it coming out in reverse, it's telling me that your divine counterpart is going to stop observing you from a distance, and they're going to start moving towards you. And I am talking physically moving towards you, because currently, again, with my throat going off weird like that, it's just reinforcing the message here about communication. Where was I? Yeah, so they're releasing watching you or observing you from a distance, and they're actually physically coming towards you here. With this coming out with the Seven of Swords, right, that's quite a deceptive energies, as you know, if you watch a lot of tarot. It's not a great energies. It's all about betrayals, deceptions, somebody getting away with something, someone feeling guilty, someone acting strategically or acting a bit tricky, someone using like tactics in order to get their own way. It's an overall feeling of dishonesty. There's a feeling here in your energies, Divine Feminine, that your divine counterpart was just wasting your time. You also feel that your divine counterpart was being somewhat deceptive and quite possibly a bit manipulative as well, with the Page of Swords in reverse. That there are also a lot of delays. So this is indicating that your divine counterpart has somehow they've damaged the trust that you had in them a bit, because they were acting too strategic. They were quite possibly too controlling as well. You were picking up on a really dishonest energies from your divine counterpart, and is indicating that that is the reasons why you cut off communication with them, because you didn't trust them, and you felt that you had to be really, really careful about what you were saying. You had to be really careful about what you were doing. There's definitely this I'm getting from this particular Emperor a really overpowering dominant energies. And it's like you were waiting for them to come into balance with themselves because you saw that they were not ready for this type of connection. You saw that through their behaviour. There's also heavy emphasis here on the unspoken. So some of you have been aware of your divine counterpart that's been observing you, shall we say. And others of you, you weren't quite aware that that was going on. Well, you will be now, but again, that's where the deceitful energies can creep in from. You know, if somebody's been watching your every move and it's like they're withholding their emotions, which they quite clearly have been, you are going to be picking up on some kind of strange vibe that's coming from them. Get further information, please. The Divine Feminine. Thank you. Okay. So your outside influences, the World card, cycles, endings, brand new beginnings. It's a card about accomplishments, completion. It can indicate travel. I'm seeing this as your divine counterpart is at a physical distance to you with the world energy, and that there is this chapter of them being deceptive, withholding, or too controlling. It has actually come to an end. And I'm seeing here that now you're ready to hear what your divine counterpart has to say as well. The world traditionally indicates the 4 fixed signs, so that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. It can indicate someone being stubborn, which, I mean, it's kind of speaking the obvious here, that you're dealing with someone who's stubborn. But it's just confirmation of that. It can also indicate somebody who is well travelled as well. It can indicate different cultures to your own. So, and anything that is foreign to you, basically, with the World card. Outside influences, please. Okay, 2 of Cups. Cancerian energy. Partnership, duality, leveling up to the next stage of the connection. Outside influences, please. Okay, Knight of Swords and Ace of Wands. So that's Gemini with the Knight of Swords. And Ace of Wands is fire. Okay, right. Your outside influences here, Divine Feminines, is jealousy. While your divine counterpart is ready to have a conversation with you, they are still battling some amount of jealousy with this. It's like in their mind, you have begun something new. You're in a different romantic situation, and they've become a bit jealous and angry. Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands. Your divine counterpart is completely believing that you don't ever want to speak to them ever again, and that the situation between you both is completely over and done with. It's finished. and that basically they completely believe that you've moved on to a brand new connection. I am telling you that they are angry and a bit jealous, right? This is another reason why they've been observing you from afar as well. It's like the divine masculine here is struggling because they feel overly protective of you. So again, you are going to have to use your discernment here and make sure that you're not in some kind of toxic situation, and make sure that this is genuinely, you know, your twin flame connection. Because the similarities between the both, it can be quite difficult sometimes to tell the difference. The main point to remember is somebody toxic would hurt you deliberately, and your divine counterpart would hurt you accidentally. So for those who are still with me, and you definitely know that this is your twin flame connection, then yeah, your counterpart's jealous. In their mind, you're going out clubbing, you're going out socializing, you're going out with this, that and the next, you're genuinely having a really great time, and that basically you've forgotten completely and utterly about them. That's what's going on with them. Right, before I go any further, I'm going to clarify this Knight of Swords, because it is making me feel a little bit uncomfortable here. It's just the possessiveness that's coming through is making me feel a bit wary. Thank you. Temperance. Temperance again. Patience, balance, compromise. Finding the middle ground and integration. There could well be a different culture here. Divine feminine, the way that you do things is very, very different from the way that your divine counterpart does things. There's, with temperance coming out here twice, there is definitely a slow integration that's needed here. A very careful balance as well. Cooperation also. Right, so your divine counterpart is wanting to ask you some questions, and they would like your cooperation. They've also come out with a brand new idea here with the Ace of Wands. That's very creative potential. It's a brand new beginning. It indicates success as well. Willpower, sexual desires, being intimate, inspiration. It can indicate creative ventures. So your divine counterpart has woken up to the potential of this particular connection, and that there's something about a brand new beginning here. Right, I can see where they're coming out as sneaky as well, dishonest. That your divine counterpart is coming back in towards you, divine feminines, but they are not going to initially divulge into emotions to start off with. I'm seeing here that they've got some kind of idea, right? For some of you, this could be a business idea that they're using as an excuse to get back in touch with you. But hidden underneath that is the feelings and the emotions and the desire to take the connection with you up to the next level. And for some of you, it is through them revealing their true emotions towards you. But at the moment, it's like this jealousy, this uncertainty, it's really causing a barrier for them. because they don't want to come up. They, like, when they're talking to you, they don't want to sound jealous and they don't want to sound possessive, even though they actually are, but they don't want you to pick up on that. In this particular read, I can see that the intention, like the good intention is there, but the execution not so much. All right, so there is definitely a mismatch still of these particular energies. See how to colour this, please. Okay, so in your outcome, we've got the Devil, this Capricorn energy. The Seven of Wands, it's Leo energy. It's in the outcome, please. And the Sun, it's Leo energy. Okay, so in your outcome, the Devil, Seven of Wands and the Sun. I'm seeing this, Divine Feminines, as you being assertive in this situation. And I am going to clarify, just to double check the intent of this Devil card, because I think that's really, really important. It's incorrect to just automatically assume toxic behaviour. Because there is so much more than that to the Devil energies. It's a card about hedonism for a start, you know. It has come out with the Seven of Wands though, which is a card of conflict. So you are going to be defending your beliefs and defending your ideals. So whatever this compromise is, I am seeing this really, really strongly for the most part, that your divine counterpart is definitely of a different culture, definitely 100%, because there is a clash here in the ways that you both do things. Huge clash. And why else would you feel the need to defend your beliefs and for you to defend your ideals with the Seven of Wands? Why else would the Temperance card have come out here twice with the World card as well? So your divine counterpart is that they're going to have to get used to the fact that you're not going to be changing your beliefs for anybody. You are entitled to the beliefs that you hold. You are entitled to whatever spiritual gifts you have, religious beliefs that you have. You're entitled to practice your religion or your spirituality in whichever way makes you feel comfortable. I'm bringing this up because it is coming out in your outcome, Divine Feminine, that you are going to be defending your beliefs. Okay, I am going to clarify. Where's the Devil here, please? Where's the Devil here? In the outcome, where's the Devil here? The Sun again. Happiest card in tarot. It's at the end of the read and it's to clarify the Devil. So Divine Feminines, it's showing me here that your outcome is very, very positive, right? Very positive. There is going to be a compromise here that is reached between you both. Divine Masculine is going to be accepting eventually of the way that you do things, and equally you are going to be accepting of the way that Divine Masculine does things. So a little bit more time is still required, granted, but ultimately at the end you're both looking here at the Sun. Joy, success, celebration, victory, the start of your brand new life together. Authenticity as well. Divine Feminine is keeping their authenticity, and equally Divine Masculine is keeping their authenticity. So it's actually really, really healthy, because neither is going to allow this connection to become all-consuming, basically. So, and with the Hanged Man as well being the overall energy, that's the card of a martyr. It's the card of a sacrifice, as well as taking a new look, looking from a different perspective. This is somebody's worry here. This is somebody who thinks that they have to surrender their authenticity if they are wanting this divine union. And the cards are indicating that no, that's not necessary. Both counterparts are completely able to retain who they are within this connection. Ten of Swords under there, painful ending. Somebody could well be catastrophizing about this connection, thinking the worst, as I've already just said, about having to surrender who they are if they want in this connection. I can see that there already has been an ending to this connection, because we've got the Five of Cups, which is regret, remorse, someone feeling pushed out, left out, forgotten about. But again, I just risk going round and round in circles here, because we've already seen all of that in your divine counterparts' energies. I'm just going to clarify the Seven of Wands. Thank you. Yeah. World and Page of Coins. Yeah. So this is funny, because this connection is completely going to turn on its head, right? What I'm seeing is going to happen is the Divine Masculine is going to teach you all about their culture. We've got the World and the Page of Coins, right? The Page of Coins can be a student. It's all about knowledge and learning and the world. I'm seeing this as genuinely Divine Masculine is going to be teaching you all about their culture and their beliefs. And then Divine Feminine, you're going to be teaching Divine Masculine all about your culture and your beliefs. That's how I'm seeing this particular connection here playing out. This is going to work in a way where nobody has to give up anything about who they already are. I'm seeing this as an all-round improvement. Energy field adjustments, aura cleansing and health. It says a time for grounding, cleansing and energetic protection. So yeah, if you haven't been already, then it's definitely time for you to ground your energies. White sage, Palo Santo, anything like that. More importantly though, this particular card is saying that this connection energetically is changing. There is definitely an epiphany here that both counterparts are allowed to be who they are inside of this connection. Because the cards are telling me that up until this point, that has been a huge, huge issue. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So again, Divine Feminines, this is definitely your divine connection is coming back round. And again, the Temperance card indicates that where a reconciliation is required, then the atmosphere is receptive for that reconciliation. So everything about this read has been really, really positive, really positive. I have really enjoyed doing this read. It's for Divine Feminine, please. Yeah, and give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership and under their trust. The situation's calling for you to have faith, okay? So, it's not unusual to have trust issues, especially when you're dealing with a connection that is as intense as this one as well. Trust issues, it's kind of a given. I'm seeing here that basically you are both going to be building up the trust between you once again, because the Divine Masculine has done something in the past to make you not trust them. And I'm seeing this as they are coming back in to compromise with you, to reconcile with you, and to really work on it as well, like genuinely. I can't even. The unsaid, showing that I love you or I like you without physically saying it or haven't said it yet. That's clarifying where I was seeing that the Seven of Swords, it comes across as deceitful, right? Because someone's hiding their feelings. So I'm really trying not to keep repeating myself in this read, but again, you're getting the cards out that are clarifying what's already been said, okay? What a catch, an ideal partner or mate, abundance, self-esteem, value, the answer is yes, and marriage material. So you both see each other as the ideal partner. You know, even more so when this compromise has been reached. Sunshine, good vibes, happy times, positive attitude, things going well, and answers yes. So that's 2 yeses back to back. A gift from the heart, sentimental, an offering or a contribution, try new things, being there and support made with love, right? So yeah, I'm seeing this as you're both out of your comfort zone, basically. This isn't just coming from one side of the table. You're both equally out of your comfort zones with this particular connection. They are coming back in to tell you how it is eventually, because initially when they do come in, it's about something else entirely different, and then the emotions will come later. It's like they're coming back in initially just to try and get a feel for the situation, okay? Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So I'm not feeling that gaslighting, but the watching, looking, stalking, again, yeah, they have been observing you from a distance. You know, they've been trying to get a feel for who you are, what you're about, what makes you tick, and basically, is it safe to approach? Because remember, you both have trust issues. Take a chance, go in for it, good chance, set your intention for a positive outcome, and you cannot win if you don't play. So yeah, your divine counterpart is now realizing that the situation isn't going to change unless they take a chance. This is them basically rolling their dice and seeing what happens. Clarity for Divine Feminines, please. Okay, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist a change, we resist the natural flow of life and we create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you'll be surprised where it leads. Right, somebody here doesn't like change, and it's whoever the stubborn individual is. I said at the beginning of the read that there was very stubborn energies here. So whoever the stubborn one is, they don't like things changing, but there is a level of acceptance here. You've got trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it'll automatically transform. Yeah. So that's a reminder there for you to maintain your current energies, which is receptive. And deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. You have secret messages, please, from the Divine Masculine towards the Divine Feminine. What does the Divine Masculine want to tell Divine Feminine, please? Thank you. I still love you. I haven't come towards you because I'm afraid. If I knew then what I know now, I would have done things differently. There we go. Confirmation again of everything that we've already seen. I am really, really conscious about repeating myself during reads, but a lot of the times we readers do run the high risk of doing it anyway, especially when you get repeating messages coming out. So yeah, your divine counterpart is totally in love with you. They are completely afraid, mostly because of the differences between you that I can see in your read. 2 world cards, the need for you to feel like you constantly have to defend your beliefs or your way of doing things, you know. All of these things have built up into them being afraid. They're afraid not just of the intensity of the connection, but afraid that a compromise isn't going to be reached between you both. And also as well because you've already picked up on them being somewhat deceptive as well. So you're unsure of their intent towards you, they're unsure of your intent. It is a little bit of a mess. There is some level here of taking you for granted as well with that last message there. What does Divine Feminine need to focus on at this time, please? Thank you. Grass is greener. Passing up options, too quick to decide, take time to know them. Gratuity changes circumstances. So, okay. Divine Feminines, you have been working on self-acceptance during this downtime, if you like. You've definitely been building up your confidence, building up your self-esteem. You've started to look at yourself in a different light, which has changed up your vibe, basically. It's changed up your energies for the better. You're being asked here to take your time to get to know your divine counterpart. What else does Divine Feminine need to focus on at this time, please? Okay. Grow in success, abundance, generosity, be excited, stay on your path, improvement and manifest in affluence. Ooh, okay. So Divine Feminines, also during this downtime, you've been focusing on your business here for some of you, your finances, career, you know, the earthly things, right? As well as doing the inner work. So you have been working on quite a lot at the same time, which is very, very admirable. You're being asked here to stay on your current path and be open as you have been. You have a healing message, please, for Divine Feminine. It's for Divine Feminine, please. You've definitely leveled up quite significantly since the last time you were in communication with your divine counterpart as well. They are picking up on your new energies. It's like they're feeling that you're changing, and they're worried that you might change to the point where you're not into them anymore. Right, you are blessed regardless. It says, every experience enriches us and those around us in some way, regardless of what we achieve or don't achieve, do or don't do. All is a blessing in one form or another. Nothing is a mistake, for all serves a divine purpose and all is blessed. So it's saying here that basically everything has happened the way that it should have happened. They're saying that the divine doesn't make any mistakes, and this particular connection, it was divinely orchestrated. You might find that you met each other in very, very unusual circumstances, or in a circumstance where it was kind of like a chance thing. They're saying here, yeah, we arranged that. It's for Divine Feminine, please. Okay. Right, so don't be misled. When fear speaks, it's always wrong, unless being chased by wildebeest. And when love speaks, it's always right, and it's usually bouncy. Game on, love the universe. Yeah. Don't listen to your fears. Whether that's resonating for you, Divine Feminine, or if Divine Masculine is cross-watching, whichever one that's resonating for, do not be led by your fear. Fear is the mind killer. Okay, so that is what I have for you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my descriptions box, and it's in my pinned comments below. Please always remember, as I said right at the start of this read is not to give false hope. It is not to keep anybody stuck in a situation that they know is unhealthy for them, okay? Always use your own discernment. Always. Thank you very, very much for watching. Have a lovely week, and remember to be kind, because we're all just trying to survive. Okay, bye.